Now.
Okay, good. So we'll go ahead and make sure that's fully shared. For some strange reason, screen share is not. Can everybody see my screen okay?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Wait, yeah, it says H320, creating a Trojan.
Okay, great. So we're going to start on H320. That's going to be the last one in this Metasploit section. So again, we're going to be using the same two machines. And what we're going to do here is use Metasploit to create a malicious executable file to run on the Windows machine. Okay, so as it says here, a user who runs that file surrenders control of their computer. We would love to think that everyone is so well educated at this point that this would never happen. And this totally still happens each and every day, all over the world. A lot of executives are especially vulnerable to this sort of thing, and it can have some pretty ugly results, as you will see. So just for fun, even though we just did it before, let's go ahead and get in our Windows machine and open a command prompt and ping our Linux box. So here at the start, we can click on that, just type CMD, bring up our command prompt window, and execute a ping to that Linux box. So it's going to be, for me, 10.128.0.3 is my Linux IP. You make sure to put in the correct one for yours. Okay, so ping is successful. So let's head back over to our Linux machine and run update and then install Apache. So first we're going to do sudo apt update. And then we're going to run my fingers still want to type apt-get even though it's been deprecated forever. We're going to enter sudo apt install Apache 2 and give it the yes switch. It should run and everything should upgrade just fine. Now let's run ss lnt sudo ss -lnt. Okay, and we can see right now that it's up and running. So that's good. We've got a little screen going. Now, let's hop back into our Windows machine and see if we can hit that web server. So let's go ahead and open up Firefox. And once that gets launched, we'll go ahead and type in the address. Of our Linux box and see what happens. Okay, so we've typed in the address box and we get this landing page for the Apache server saying it works. So cool, that's just what we wanted to happen. So let's head back over and install this Npcap on our Windows machine. So we're gonna go ahead and head to this address. Go ahead and plug this into your browser bar. And it'll take us to the download page. So you're gonna want to go ahead and grab this installer right here. Go ahead and click Save File. And that should download right to your Downloads folder. Where it did, and you can just go ahead and click on that, run it, and install it. Yes, I agree. And click install. And there we go. Should install just fine. You get installation complete. You can close out of there. Hopefully. This. We got some clutter going on here. Okay. Next, we are going to go back over to our Linux machine. And one thing that I want to alert you to on the instructions here is that this is not all one line. So please don't try to run it as such. In fact, the first line that you're going to want to take from this is right here. You're going to want to take sudo apt install socat -y. So let's enter that one to start with. Looks like it's all one line, but it's totally not. Okay, so we've installed it. So now let's enter this next line just to set up a listener there. Okay. Oh. That one should actually be combined into one line. My bad. So it's actually 2, not 3. Sorry. Okay, so we've entered like so. It's not yelling at us, so that's good. Should be running as predicted. Okay, so now, as before, let's connect to this, but at this time, let's make sure that we're connecting to port 4444. Okay. So far, so good. We've connected. We see what we're supposed to see. Things are running as predicted. Okay, so now let's go ahead and Control C over here. So the next thing we want to do, if you didn't already, which you should have because the last one wasn't going to work, you need to turn off data execution. You need to disable Windows Defender. So let's go ahead and make sure that that's turned off and disabled. So let's type in DEF, which should bring up Defender for us. Good. Windows Defender, that's what we want. Good God. And we are going to go up to the top and click settings on this to make sure that, oops, make sure that is turned off. Looks like everything is as it should be. Because the main thing is we want this setting right here turned off for real-time protection. So you can see right here, there's a switch for it. I have it turned off. So make sure that that's turned off. Okay. So as long as that's off, you should be good. Next thing is to, if you don't already, install Metasploit. I'm going to skip that step because you should already have it installed from the previous project. Now the fun part. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this. Can you execute that all as one line? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and start it like this.
Yes, you can do it all one line.
Oh, neato. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it like that then. Let's get reckless here. Okay.
You'll have to change the L host IP though, obviously.
I was just doing the same thing. And we're gonna have to restart, or we're gonna have to start our Apache server again. Cool, it saved our payload. So let's go ahead and start that. Should be good to go. And then we're gonna launch our Metasploit instance again. So okay, so let's go ahead and launch that. If you're following along with the instructions, we are up to this point right now. So now we are going to type in handler. We're going to use it as a handler for our exploit that we are making. And then we're going to set the payload again, as with last time. We're going to set it to Meterpreter's reverse TCP shell. So let's go ahead and do that. Cool. So that is set as we want it. And then the next thing we're going to need to do is go ahead and set localhost to all zeros. Now, if you, this may be a little confusing to you, but if you will remember earlier when we scanned the machine to see where things were running, this was our output with port 4444. So we've set our localhost to all zeros. And now we should be good to run our exploit. So let's try it. So let's run exploit. It started our handler, good, that's what we want. Now, let's run this malware on here. So we're gonna go here, of course, replacing this IP address with the IP address of your Linux server, and then appending the file name of our malware onto the end of that. So move that port and type fun.exe, and it will download it. Of course, we will save that file because, of course, we want to have fun. And now that we've downloaded it, we don't have a care in the world. We're just going to run random unknown files off of the internet that promise us fun. What could go wrong? Now that we've downloaded it, let's go ahead and run it, being sure to disregard any kind of safety or security warnings. Because why would we do that? As you can see, our exploit was yet again successful. And we've got a shell. Now, let's see what we can get while we're inside of here. And I see there's a question or a comment. Oh, okay. Okay, getting help, that's good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and type in help to see what we get. Oh, look at all these goodies from this exploit. Good times. We can do all kinds of nasty things now that we're in here. Here's some of the commands that we can run, in fact. Let's see what looks fun. We can see what all's in their directory. We can make files and put them on there. We could edit files and put them on there. Look at their art cache. That's pretty sweet. Run netstat on their machine. That's pretty fun. So now that we're in there, let's see if we can do some process migration, because that's lots of fun. So let's, it shows us that we can list the running processes on that machine. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just try PS and see what happens. Oh, that's a lot of processes running. Okay. Should be able to do something with that. So we can try this migrate command and see if that works. See if we can migrate into the Explorer process. Oh, looks like it's working. Ah, completed successfully. Sometimes this will error out on you, but it worked great this time, which is pretty darn cool. Okay, so we've successfully migrated. What else can we do in here? Okay, let's do the thing that's asking you, that the flag is asking you for. Let's try running system info. Oh, looks like you've got another flag. That's pretty cool. I like this one. This one's pretty fun to do. Go ahead and close this here. We don't need that stuff anymore. Open up a notepad file. Okay, notepad's open. Let's try this one. We'll see what else, what other fun commands there were in there. Okay, we've got get system, timestamp. Ooh, this one looks fun. Why don't we try that? Let's try running key scan start. Might be fun to run a keylogger on our victims machine. So I've opened up a text file over here. Let's try typing something in and see what happens. Okay. Now I think we can do key scan stop. Let's do about our did not like that. What was that again? I thought it was key scan dump. Can't remember now. Like that.
Maybe you need system privileges for that.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I don't think I
Try get
ran.
system first. See what that does.
Yeah.
It failed. Ah.
Who are you running at? Can you migrate to a process that has more?
He's running as Explorer.
You're running as what? Admin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's actually on this end because I did not. I don't think I ran. I don't think I ran this as.
That's root.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the issue there. So I think that's why. I think it's dumping is the problem. So if I had done the right thing and ran, I'm just too used to doing these on Kali, where you always have root. So if I had run this as sudo, I should be able to dump out that key scan buffer there. So if I ran through all of these again, it's not really that important, but I'll do it just for funsies. Yep, I got my interpreter shell, and then just for speed, let's go back to the one that I was using before. It's weird. That actually should have worked okay. No, that should have worked. That's weird. Okay. Okay, and then that. Set our local host. Exploit. Might have to rerun it. I'm not sure. It should be running already, but let's just rerun it just for fun. Run it again. Get our shell open. Now that we're in there, see our commands that are available. Sweet. Oh, it did fail. Let's try migrating to the process again, where we need to go. That'll work. Okay, good. That worked properly. Again. That's an odd error.
Yep. Well, you know, these things are pretty unpredictable. They depend on all the details.
Yeah. But you all saw the important parts.
Yeah.
So reboot. That's cool. I can reboot their machine.
Yeah.
Ah, it worked. I just rebooted them.
Yeah.
Good times. I'm just gonna hit cancel because why not? What else can we do? Oh, you can clear the event log out. That's good if you're in there doing dastardly things. It's pretty fun. Let's do sysinfo. Cool, so we can see what they're up to. Yes. See everything that's running. Yeah, so those are just some examples of the different commands that you can try in here, which is pretty fun. Try, that's cool.
All right, shall I stop this video?
Yeah.
Okay.